Hi, Dr. JJ here again. I'm here to talk to you today about the one thing that I absolutely reject in therapy. It's the only word that I don't allow for anybody to use, and that is the word should. And so we can find in our lives that we are really bound by several shoulds. And you first notice this by paying attention to your language. Now, there's several forms of the word should or shouldn't that we often use. And if we really pay attention to the way that we're thinking and speaking, then we're likely to find a lot of those. The problems with the word should is that it tends to bind us, is that it keeps us at some arbitrary standard that we really don't even know where it came from oftentimes. And we hold ourselves to this, or we attempt to hold ourselves to it, and consider it a failure when we don't meet that. So an example that I can use is I should eat healthy. Now that's a really hard thing to argue because there's a lot of benefits to eating healthy. But sometimes what we think we should do, we don't actually want to do. So a way to overcome some of those shoulds is to shift your language. And instead of saying should, say I want to. And that gives you a whole lot of power over the change that you're trying to make. So for instance, using the example I had, I should eat healthy, or I should have a clean house. I want to eat healthy. I want to have a clean house. See if it's still true. If it's not true, then you got to be really honest with yourself. And sometimes it's that we want both things. I want to eat healthy. I really want to go through the drive-thru. Well, maybe you do want both things. But a way to get control of that is just to admit that there's a part of you that really wants to hit that drive-thru. And so you can allow yourself to do that, but you take control over how frequently and often that happens. So again, change the should to want to, see if it's still true, and then figure out ways to powerfully make that change. So I really want to encourage you to pay attention to your shoulds, eliminate it from your language, and move forward feeling more powerful and capable of doing all the things that you hope and dream to do. I'm going to leave you with a quote from one of my very favorite poets, Shel Silverstein. Listen to the mustn'ts, child, listens to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves, then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be.